Are you tired of being jolted awake by painful leg cramps in the middle of the night? You're not alone. For millions of seniors, those unexpected muscle spasms can strike without warning, disrupting sleep and leaving lingering soreness the next day. But what if I told you that the solution isn't in stretching, drinking more water, or even medication? It's actually on your plate. In this video, you'll discover 5 science-backed foods that help prevent leg cramps in seniors, even during sleep. We'll cover one fruit linked to a 40% drop in cramp frequency, a powerful potassium source your body actually uses, and a surprising drink that outperformed water in a clinical study. These aren't just health tips. They're backed by real data, including a major 2023 study from JAMA Internal Medicine. Let's get started with food number 1. If you're taking diuretics or acid reducers, 2 of the most common medications prescribed to seniors, you're likely flushing out essential minerals like potassium and magnesium. These medications, while useful for treating blood pressure or acid reflux, come with a hidden cost. They disrupt the electrolyte balance your muscles need to function properly. Avocados are nature's answer to that problem. Just half an avocado provides nearly 20% of your daily potassium needs, and it does so in a highly bioavailable form. It also contains magnesium and healthy monounsaturated fats, which support nutrient absorption and heart health. Better yet, avocados are one of the rare foods that contain both fat-soluble and water-soluble nutrients. You can add them to salads, spread them on gluten-free toast, or blend them into smoothies for a creamy texture and an electrolyte boost. The healthy fats in avocados also enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, including the star of our next segment, vitamin K2. Often overlooked, vitamin K2 is now being recognized for its surprising role in muscle function. A recent 2023 double-blind, placebo-controlled study published in JAMA Internal Medicine followed 199 adults aged 65 and over. These individuals all experienced frequent nighttime leg cramps. One group received 180 micrograms of vitamin K2, specifically menaquinone 7 daily for 8 weeks, while the other received a placebo. The results? Stunning. The vitamin K2 group saw their average weekly cramp frequency drop from 3.63 to just 0.96. That's over 70% fewer cramps. Cramp intensity dropped by more than 50%, and the duration of cramps shortened significantly. Vitamin K2 helps regulate calcium deposition, ensuring it goes to your bones and teeth instead of soft tissues like arteries or muscles. When calcium builds up in muscle tissue, it can interfere with proper contraction and relaxation, increasing the likelihood of spasms. You can find vitamin K2 in fermented foods like natto, a Japanese fermented soybean dish, aged cheeses like Gouda or Brie, sauerkraut, and egg yolks. Adding these foods to your weekly diet, even 2 to 3 times, can make a dramatic difference. Bananas are the go-to food for athletes when muscle cramps strike, and for good reason. They're packed with potassium, a key electrolyte that helps your muscles relax after contraction. A medium banana contains around 422 milligrams of potassium, which is about 12% of the daily recommended amount for men and 16% for women over 60. What makes bananas especially helpful for seniors is their combination of natural sugar and fiber, which helps deliver potassium quickly while maintaining stable blood sugar. Why is potassium so important? Your muscles contract and relax through a process called the sodium-potassium pump. When potassium is low, this pump malfunctions, and your muscles can stay stuck in a contracted state, which is exactly what a cramp is. As we age, kidney function often declines, reducing the body's ability to conserve potassium. Combine that with inadequate dietary intake, and you've got a perfect storm for nighttime leg cramps. Try eating a banana in the morning and another half about 2 hours before bed. This timing ensures your body can absorb and use the potassium when it needs it most. If bananas are good, sweet potatoes might be even better. One medium sweet potato contains roughly 540 milligrams of potassium. That's more than a banana, and also delivers a healthy dose of calcium, another mineral critical to muscle function. But that's not all. Sweet potatoes are complex carbohydrates, meaning they release energy and nutrients slowly over time. That makes them ideal for evening meals when you want a slow, sustained release of potassium and calcium to protect you through the night. Sweet potatoes also contain vitamin B6, which supports nerve health and may improve the way your muscles communicate with your nervous system. Try roasting them with olive oil and rosemary, mashing them with a bit of garlic, or baking them whole and stuffing with black beans or leafy greens. Most people think hydration is just about water. But when it comes to preventing cramps, it's also about replacing lost electrolytes. Coconut water is rich in potassium, magnesium, sodium, and small amounts of calcium, making it an ideal natural electrolyte drink. In one clinical trial, coconut water was shown to be as effective or better than sports drinks at rehydrating the body and restoring electrolyte balance after intense activity. For seniors, even mild dehydration can trigger cramps. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, and we often drink too little fluid. Coconut water can be a hydrating mid-morning drink or a post-dinner beverage to replenish electrolytes before sleep. Look for unsweetened versions with no added flavors or preservatives. You might be doing everything right, eating potassium-rich foods, staying hydrated and stretching before bed, but still suffering from cramps. One often overlooked cause? Your medications. Diuretics, also known as water pills, are commonly prescribed for high blood pressure. They increase urine output, which flushes out not only excess fluid but also potassium and magnesium. Without enough of these minerals, muscle cells become irritable and prone to spasms. Statins, the popular cholesterol-lowering drugs, can interfere with how your muscles produce energy. Roughly 10 to 15% of users report muscle pain or cramping. Acid reducers like omeprazole can lower magnesium absorption in the gut by up to 25%, creating long-term deficiencies. None of this means you should stop taking your meds, but it does mean you need to be proactive. Eat more foods rich in magnesium, potassium, and vitamin K2 to offset the side effects and give your muscles the nutrients they need. Let's recap the 5 foods. Avocados restore potassium and magnesium lost through common medications. Fermented foods supply vitamin K2 to regulate calcium and prevent improper muscle contractions. Bananas provide fast-acting potassium to support the sodium-potassium pump. Sweet potatoes offer potassium and calcium with sustained release overnight. Coconut water keeps you hydrated and replenishes electrolytes naturally. Try to include at least 2 to 3 of these foods daily, especially in your evening meals or snacks. Over the course of a few weeks, you may notice better sleep, fewer cramps, and less muscle soreness upon waking. And remember, the key isn't just one magic food, but a combination of smart dietary choices that support your muscle function holistically. Which food will you try first? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next health-boosting video. If you know someone who suffers from nighttime leg cramps, share this video. It might help them finally get the good night's sleep they deserve.